Put that coffee down.
Coffee is for closers. Good evening. Good Friday night to you all. Sorry, I'm like stuck right here. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever the case may be. Welcome to Cross Examinations Live. You are on the Unapologetic American channel. I am the aforementioned Unapologetic American, Mike S. Miller, comic book artist, cryptocurrency investor. I am no expert. Okay, I am an expert comic book artist. I will grant you that, just because if you've been doing something for 9 to 30 years, I guess you're an expert at it. What's up, James? What's up, P Money? Hope you're doing good and feeling well, says James. Sorry, I've got the crinklies. I've got receipts in my pocket, and it's making me crinkle. It's annoying. Hold on, I'm gonna be like the Fonz. Hey, my hair. Sorry, I saw my brush and my hair's not quite kept. Anyhow, how's everything going, everybody? Today on the show, I have no topics. I was doing nothing. I was day trading, and I've been getting back into altcoins, and I've been very happy with my results so far. I've always had a little bit of altcoins here and there. But the other day, and yes, we are getting into crypto talk right away. Don't call it Bitcoin talk, okay? Don't call it Bitcoin talk. It is cryptocurrency talk. And altcoins are those, the other businesses out there. They are businesses. And a coin isn't simply another form of money. It is a business. It is if you would, it's the stock of said business. There's this new world, this new industry of companies and corporations. They don't have stock. The only way you can invest in one of these companies is to buy their coin. That's a pretty simple way to think about it, right? I mean, if suddenly Apple said, we are going to now convert all of our Apple stock into fungible cryptocurrency. So rather than having one stock of crypto or of Apple, you now have 10,000 Apple coin. They could totally do that. That's actually a good idea. I bet you that happens to a lot of companies. A lot of companies that have stock, they're going to just move it over when decentralized finance, when all of this stuff, this immutable ledger technology just takes over all finance. Apple, IBM, Amazon, all these people, they're going to convert their stock to crypto. I would bet you $20. Because I don't know the future. What am I talking about? I day traded today too. Today I traded a DVD for a graphic novel. Hey, very nice, very nice. How long before we have the Elon Musk coin? No. Watch my show. I'm live. Actually, oh gosh, I forgot to go to the YouTubes. View on the tube. And then share this out, please. Everyone do.
Oh gosh, I forgot to go.
Whoa, that's loud. Everybody do like and share. Like and share. Like and share. Blah, blah. Yes, I have had coffee and I'm drinking green tea. And yes, that does give me power. Oh no! Don't do it. Okay, so here's what I'm in the middle of right now. And why I stopped to do this show. Share screen. So I'm using Market Cipher, as I have showed you guys before. And I'm like, oh good. We've got a nice printed a nice green dot. We're going down in the red here, which means I can get out of the trade and wait. And then these are 5-minute cancel. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, an hour, way more than an hour. So I'm like, oh, good. I can do my show and not have to even worry about it. And now it's curving right back up. I'm like, nah, don't do it. Come on, give me an hour. I don't want to jump back into a trade during the show. That's just not me. I also don't want to miss out on a trade during the show. Focus. Ugh. All right. So here's what happened. I've been going through and I've been looking up all kinds of like new coins. I've been researching, like they got to have a certain amount of volume. They got to have, I go and I read them and I was like, is this functionally something the space needs? Does it have a viable team? Or I'll grant you, I did invest in one that does not, it only has like 4 people on the team, but I like them. So I just threw like a little bit at them. What else? And if it's brand new, which means it's a super low market cap. Here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. When you can find something with like a super, super low market cap, like a few $1 million, that's a super low market cap, right? These are businesses and money comes in very quickly. And if you can find one of those and their coin is 0.0003 cents, then if that is a good, solid project with a good, solid team and a legitimate use case and a good marketing team, the money is just going to pump into that. And that 0.3 will soon become a tenth of a penny. And then soon that tenth of a penny will become a penny. Right? And so you're like, if that hits 1 penny, that's a 3x 300. Is that 30x or 300x? 30x, 300x, something like that. I don't know. Math. I'm not one of those Orientals. Sounds like a bull market. Well, no, what I'm just saying is that because I went back and I looked at all of these old altcoins that I used to hold, and I just realized that, boy, if I had just put $1,000 back in a year ago, getting into the altcoins again a year ago, I'd be like shopping for homes in Beverly Hills right now. Not literally, because I don't want to live in Beverly Hills and I wouldn't spend that money on that sort of thing. I would have like 10 teams of comic book creators working on books right now. That's how much money I'd have. And I would be able to, oh my gosh, I could buy my pastor a new car. Whatever. I could just, so I was realizing that jumping, Bitcoin is great. Bitcoin is the Coca-Cola of cryptocurrencies. It is the gold standard. But for Bitcoin is never going to 1000x. Well, hold on. Where are we at right now? If it 100x's from here, that's $5 million, right? Yeah, it's never going to 1000x. $50 million per Bitcoin. I mean, maybe in 50 years, I'll be dead, probably. But to get from 0.00013 cents to a whole penny, and you put $500 into it, that's a lot of money. That's a big, big return. And people getting into altcoins, and you know what? It's work. Finding them, researching them, figuring out what's actually worth putting money into. But here, I'll just show you the ones I grabbed some of the ones I got, and the returns from yesterday, just from yesterday. Let me make sure I don't have any vital information on this page. Okay, I don't. Okay, so just from yesterday, I already had Ubix. I already had some Ubix, right? Like 300,000 Ubix. I bought a lot more over the course of the last 24 hours, and boom, it's up 105% today. I already had Pundi. I bought a little bit more. It's down. Whoopsie. It's down a wee bit, but at 4%, that's like flat. Convergence up 83%. This was funny because I thought I bought it. I wrote it down on my little thing, and I put, like, these are the ones I'm researching, and I like put a little tick on it, which means I bought it. And then I went to go look, and I saw, wait a second, how did I buy this? It's not on any of the things. It's only listed on 2 exchanges. 2 exchanges. That's how early this is. Literally, I think it came out yesterday, and it's up 83%. And so I went and I logged on to one of the new exchanges. And for the first time, I went to, what was it? OKX. So I'm on OKX now. And I bought some there. And then I went, I'm not going to tell you how much I bought of this stuff, guys. It's just, I'm not super rich, but I'm investing. And Mike talking about tangents. Mike talking about Bitcoin. This isn't Bitcoin. This is investing wisely. And so, and then I went back to my Uniswap, and I saw that I had already bought some there. I'm like, I know I bought some because I put the little tick on the thing, but now I have twice as much as I thought I had, which is awesome because it's up 83% since I bought it yesterday. Shopping, which is a great one, but down 8% today. CyberFi token up 23%. Tidal Finance came out yesterday. Kind of a risky shot, but I just put a little bit of money into it, down to 22%. Tixel up 27%. Chain Games kind of flat. Harmony kind of flat. But I'm back in the altcoin game. That's what I did last time around, and man, I landed on this one. I landed on Pundi X. I found Pundi X before any of the talking heads even had mentioned it. I found it on Bancor, and I'm like, this is a decent amount of movement. So I went and I started researching it, and it's like is it Singapore? I think it's Singapore or something like that. It's a company way out in the Oriental lands. And I started researching it, and I'm like, this is a really great thing. And bam, it's been one of the top 10 movers recently. Although, again, I sold all my bags. I had like 2 million Pundi X last time around. And again, look at point, it's not even a penny yet. But last time around, it got up to 1.5 cents. I bought it literally at like down here, 0.0012. So my investment like 10x'd so fast. It was epic. Epic. Oh no, wait a second. I think I bought it even cheaper. I think I bought it like No, it was around one. It doesn't really matter. It's not important. The point is, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing over here. Wait, could you see anything I was doing? Uh-oh, Mike is loving money. Stop that, P-Money. Stop it, you. Hey, I found your picture again. I was looking through some stuff, and I found the letter you sent me with your family. It's nice. Reread the letter. Still have it. I have a Weetabix. It's a Syriac. No idea what you're talking about. I literally have no idea what you're talking about. What's up, DJ? Do you think you'd want to diversify if you make enough into Bitcoin, like real estate or something? Oh, yeah. After this peak, I'm gonna pull out into fiat. I'm gonna pay the stupid taxes on it, And then I'm going to take that money and invest in some real estate with a buddy of mine. My friend of mine's also a big crypto guy. He's listening to all my. He calls me. What does he call me? Crypto wizard or something like that. I can't remember what he calls me. Something like that. And so, because he's made off of taking my advice, he has made. I'm not going to say how much, but hundreds of thousands of dollars taking my advice. I'm not giving you advice. This is not financial advice, anybody. This is what I'm doing, and you're free to, do whatever you want. I'm not responsible for anybody making or losing money. I'm just going to say he made hundreds of thousands of dollars listening to me. I'm not telling you to listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm clearly I'm an idiot. I'm a maroon. I'm a knucklehead. I ain't got a brain in my head. Don't listen to me. But he listened to me and he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's all I'm saying. Just more like a testimony than advice. Who? Oh, I'm not going to tell you. He's a friend of mine. And anyways, he and I are planning on because he's in real estate, which is why he has so much money he can invest in crypto. And so we're talking about after this peaks, taking some money out and investing it in some real estate, maybe some apartment complex or something like that, where it's, you hire a management company. I don't want to deal with that. Or I could hire Elijah to be my apartment manager. Then he can just play his music all day and be the apartment manager. That'd be a good idea. I wonder if he can handle it. But yeah, then because what you want to do is use your money to make money. Make your money make money. I'm not the Dave Ramsey. I'm not the Dave Ramsey get out of debt guy, right? I am far more interested in the Robert Kiyosaki use your money to make money guy, right? It makes a lot more sense. Both guys are Christians. It's great. Hey, pick your poison, or not your poison, but one says debt is just horrible. One says money is debt. That's the system. And frankly, I don't want to go down to conspiracy theories about libertarian. I am more libertarian minded when it comes to money. Money is debt. It's functionally imaginary debt. And so I would have a hard time loving it because I need it. It's a need, right? Just because you got a roof over your head, you got to pay somebody money for the roof. You got electricity running all your gizmos. You got to pay somebody for the electricity. Although I do have solar panels. Although I'm in San Diego, so I'm not allowed to go off grid. Even if you have solar panels in San Diego, maybe all of California, I don't know. You're not allowed to go off the grid and be self-sustaining and independent. You have to be tied into the system so that they can control you. It's ridiculous. Or maybe it's so they can monitor you. Oh, that's probably it. So they can monitor you. DJ says, I'm not giving financial advice either, but if I had some spare money, I'd probably buy some stocks now. Hooray for government, says DJ Peter. Yes. Oh, crud hole. Hold on a second. I forgot to share this to the YouTubes channel dashboard. Your channel. Let's just paste this in here. Oh, dude. I can share it to I'm live. Come join us. All right, posted. And if you have your own following on YouTube, please do hit that share button and then hit that create post button. That is quite a fun little way to get people in here. I don't know what channel I was on here. All right. Bop, bip, bippity, boopity, pop. All right. And that's why you have rolling blackouts. Probably. There is, speaking of cryptocurrency and electricity, there's a company that is experimenting in Australia. And again, it is a crypto. Okay, it's an energy company, but they function on the blockchain. So again, their stock, quote unquote, stock is cryptocurrency. It's called Energy Web, I think. And they have experimented with, like, I think it's like a town in Australia where they've got solar panels. And I don't know if they just give you the solar panels or what, but they allow people to create a marketplace with their electricity where they can sell their extra electricity to their neighbors if they need it, rather than having to go through the electric company, all that stuff. How awesome is that? This is like, the decentralization. That's what cryptocurrency, that's the thing about cryptocurrency, right? It's the decentralization of economies, of businesses, of, God willing, governments, of money, for sure. This is like the libertarian. That's why so many of the early adopters to this marketplace were libertarians, or are libertarians. So no, not kangaroos on treadmills, Pete Mac. It's solar panels. Yes, and I think Elon Musk is somehow involved with that. I'm trying to remember. I watched videos on this a long time ago, but it's just another great new technology and a way to use blockchain technology, which here's the fundamentally important thing about blockchain technology: because it executes contracts via the blockchain, it's trustless, right? You don't need a third party. What do they call it? You don't need escrow. The blockchain itself acts as escrow. So when you complete a task, your money can be released to you. Or if you complete, if A, then B. It's very simple, complicated, simple, programmable, trustless business. Trust. That's why you can have a swap energy with people on, and you don't have to have somebody flipping switches and taking checks and doing that and do whatever, right? It's like, through the blockchain, you have a trustless intermediary to another person, peer-to-peer transactions. I know this. I'm excited about everything. It's not just about money. It's not just about investments. This is technology is changing the world, and we're right at the freaking first couple rungs of the ladder. That's why, people, please don't eschew all this. Don't be like, Mike's talking about Bitcoin again. It's the technology that is going to change the world. Anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? Melissa says, oh, decentralized electricity. Sweet. I heard that Elon Musk is going to accept Bitcoin for his cars and such as well. He already has it. On if you go to the Tesla web page and to put in the you have to put like $100 of deposit money, right? So it's non-refundable deposit money, and they now accept Bitcoin. So it's funny because when you buy that $100 worth of deposit money with Bitcoin, by the time you actually get your car, that's probably going to be like $10,000 worth of Bitcoin. Well, maybe not that much. Blockchain is like the big blue ball. It is all knowing and all doing. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Big Blue Ball Show. Did everyone see Pete Mac's video? Pete Mac, please share that video on in the linkage. If people haven't seen it, I don't want to share it because it is indeed rife with copywritten stuff. So just got here, and Mike is talking Bitcoin. I'm talking about the technology of blockchain that is fundamentally changing the world as we know it. And I really don't want you guys to miss out on the opportunity to be a part of that, because you're either going to be a part of it in the end, or you can be a part of it in the beginning. And trust me, in the beginning, there was the Big Blue Ball. I can't even say it. The Big Blue Blah. The blah, blah, blah. In the beginning with the big blue ball. And it was without form and void. And God divided the ball by the ball. From the waters, by the waters. And he created dry land. And he said, lo, it is good. And then he created Bitcoin. Well, he didn't, but through someone that he created, was created Bitcoin. I can only afford Stellar and Algo. Force Ghost Fabio. You have to get on these smaller exchanges, the OKX, the Bancor, the KuCoin, the Uniswap. You can afford so much more. There are still altcoins out there coming out every day into the market. And there's some that if you just put down $20, well, I don't know if you can buy $20. If you bought $100 worth of, and there's no guarantees of which ones are going to be big, successful hits. But if you are wise enough to find a altcoin that is going to have real purpose, like I said, purpose, filling a need, fantastic team, great marketing. If you can find one of these when they are fresh out the gate, $100 can make you a millionaire. And I am not even kidding. I am not joking about this at all. I could name some of the coins that I had last time that literally, had I just put $100 into each of them, good night. I beseech thee, Big Blue Ball, bestow me with the crypto knowledge. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, Jeff, to bestow you with crypto knowledge. Ah, there it is. Pete Mac puts the mic in the Big Blue Ball mini movie. It's quite exhilarating. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Jay Hamilton says blasphemy. No. God created everything, Jay. Didn't you know that? Everything in this universe, God has created. Or something was created through someone that God created it. Why am I enjoying the Big Blue Ball so much? I have no idea, Pete Mac. I think you've got personal problems. Where are good places to study cryptocurrency? That's a very good question. YouTube. There's some great guys. Here's the things that you want to do. And I can't point out specific people, but there's a lot of YouTube heads out there, right? There's some of the guys I listen to, Ivan on Tech, Crypto Zombie, Crypto Lark, Chico Crypto, BitBoy. Some of these guys do very deep dive research into projects. And what you want to do is you want to check their track records, right? You go back in time. You go back to 6 months or a year ago, and you find their altcoin videos from that time, right? And then you check their predictions or their picks against how those altcoins are doing now. And if they picked stuff that's 1,000x, like if you had listened to them a year ago, you'd be a millionaire now, then listen to them now. Because they're still doing the research. They're still picking the coins that are going to have long-term necessity. And this is what you do. The YouTube makes everything permanent, right? So you go back and you can, it's not like they're prophets, but they're people that are so well steeped in the space that they can tell a good project from bad. I think Chico Crypto is particularly good at this. Ivan on Tech has picked some really good ones. He's also picked some stinkers. But here's the thing. Just like any angel investor, right? Like an angel investor will invest in 10 companies. 9 of them will go bust, and 1 of them will make $1 billion. Right? No, Mike, but they are profits. Very good. Very good. I want Crypto Lark to make a line of shirts. I watch for the shirts. Forsco says, I can't hate on Mike. I started investing in January and I'm up $10,000. Very good, Forsco's Fabio. Very good. Do not hate on the big blue ball. But what do you think? Should we get to the scriptures? I think we should. I think that we should. Let me find where the heck I put that page. There we go. 1 Samuel. We are now in 1 Samuel chapter 29. Let me share. Hold on. I got to get back to that other page. Oh, here's another guy I just found. His name is Sheldon Evans. Sheldon Evans. And I went back and watched some of his earlier picks. Fantastic. He's really, really good at picking good altcoins. So if he hasn't done an altcoin video in a couple weeks, but yeah, if he does another one, I mean, I would still get on the ones he picked out in the last month or two, right? Some of them might already be higher up there, but that I think they'll still have good returns. However, if you can find one of his videos, like if subscribe to him, and when his videos come out and he then, it's not like you have to follow everything he says, but if he's got a good nose for something, then jump in there. You know what I mean? Jump on in there. Grab it like you want it. Where is my big blue ball? All right, stop screen, share screen, share Chrome tab, share. All right, you guys see that? Does that work? That is working. All righty then. 1 Samuel chapter 29. Now, the Philistines gathered together all their armies to Aphek, and the Israelites pitched by a fountain which is in Jezreel. And the lords of the Philistines passed on by hundreds and by thousands, but David and his men passed on in the rearward. I'm like, the reward? What's the reward? In the rearward with Achish. Then said the princes of the Philistines, what do these Hebrews here? And Achish said unto the princes of the Philistines, is not this David, the servant of Saul, the king of Israel? This is so big, I can't read it. The king of Israel, which hath been with me these days or these years, and I have found no fault in him, since he fell unto me unto this day. Because you're an idiot, Achish. You're a blithering knucklehead. But that's fine. And the princes of the Philistines were wroth with him. And the princes of the Philistines said unto him, make this fellow return, that he may go again to his place which thou hast appointed him, and let him not go down with us to battle, lest in the battle he be an adversary to us. For wherewith should he reconcile himself unto his master? Should it not be with the heads of these men? Taking heads? That does sound like something David would do. Oh, wait. He did. Although, that was customary. And, well, okay. I don't want to get into the samurai. It's got nothing to do with this. Is not this David, of whom they sang one to another in dances, saying, Saul slew his thousands, and David his 10,000s. Wow, that must have been a really popular song to get all the way to Philistine land. To Philistia. The Philistines knew about the song of the tens of thousands. Then Achish called David and said unto him, Surely, as the Lord liveth, thou hast been upright, and thy going out and thy coming in with me in the host is good in my sight. For I have not found evil in thee since the day of thy coming unto me unto this day. Nevertheless, the Lord's favor thee not, because they are so much smarter than you, Achish. Wherefore now return and go in peace, that thou displease not the lords of the Philistines. And David said unto Achish, But what have I done? He's such a little liar. Everything else. And David's such a little liar. What have I done? You slaughtered all the Philistine tribes on the opposite side of you and Achish. But what have I done? And what hast thou found in thy servant so long as I have been with thee unto this day, that I may not go fight against the enemies of my lord the king? And Achish answered and said to David, I know that thou art good in my sight, as an angel of God. Notwithstanding, the princes of the Philistines have said, He shall not go up with us to the battle. Wherefore now rise up early in the morning with thy master's servants that are come with thee, and as soon as ye be up early in the morning, and have light, depart. So David and his men rose up early to depart in the morning, to return into the land of the Philistines. And the Philistines went up to Jezreel. I kind of want to read the next chapter. But I won't. All right. Stop sharing. Yeah. Achish. Who does Achish remind me of? Some just bumbling idiot who's too stupid for words. he's housing, he's protecting this dude who, God bless David, right? Who's literally wrecking all of the Philistines, all of his people who are outside of earshot, man, woman, and child, and taking all of the loot, absolutely loot decimating the Philistines. David. Oh, David. Teacheth us, O blue ball, so that we may learneth. Do it. Achish was sore about everything. Wow. That was bad. Hey, like and share, everyone. Like and share. It seems we've got our very astute irregulars are here this fine day. Let's see how many of you actually have wrenches. Oh, only about half of you have wrenches. That's all right. That's all right, mama. That's all right, you. That's all right, mama. Should we be concerned about the talking blue ball? No. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, indeed, Jay Hamilton. As Jay Hamilton points out, David was indeed a gangster. He was quick to lie, right? I mean, he was doing everything he was doing for God and country, but boy, what a double agent he turned out to be. Right? Am I right? Or am I right? Am I right? Oh. Anywho. The big blue ball is beguiling. My head's almost as round as the big blue ball. What if I wore my green screen suit and then you could just have a big blue ball on my head? No? That would be a bit off. Anyways, wow. Yeah, we got 40 minutes left. Maybe I should do the next chapter. You guys want me to do the next chapter? I don't know how long the next chapter is, though. Let me see. Let me see. How long is the next chapter? Chapter 30 is 31 verses. It's a story. I can do the story. All right. Let me do it. Share. Chrome tab. Boop. Pew. All right. I've got to make a decision here. See, it's turning. Daggum, son. Where did I put that page? Oh, that's all right, mama. That's all right, you. That's all right, mama. Do. That's all right. Oh, baby, that's all right. That's all right now, mama. Any way you choose. All right, where? Oh, shoot. Now I lost it. Okay. And it came to pass. Oh, I got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. I need to make a decision in the next 30 seconds about something. Yes. It's not that. And it came to pass. Sorry, now people are coming into the house. It's shaking all the doors. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south, and Ziklag, and smitten Ziklag, and burned it with fire. Freaking Amalekites, man. See, this is why Saul was supposed to wipe out all the Amalekites. What happened, Saul? You flake. And had taken the women captives that were therein. They slew not any, either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captives, Ahinoam, Ahai, Noam. No, I have no idea how to pronounce that. The Jezreelitess, and Abigail, the wife of Nabal the Carmelite. We already know this story. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people was grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. And David said to Abiathar the priest, Ahimelech's son, I pray thee, bring me hither an ephod. And Abiathar brought thither the ephod to David. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, Pursue, for thou shalt surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. So David went, he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook. Oh, brother, my brother's calling. Hold on. Where's my thing? Mute. Unmute. All right, where's that page again? Where's that page? That's not the right one. There it is. All right. So David went, and he and his 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook Besor. where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, for 200 abode behind, which were so faint that they could not go over the brook Besor. And they found an Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat, and they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of cake. Oh, of a cake of figs. Rather, a piece of cake. A piece of a cake of figs, and 2 clusters of raisins. And when he had eaten, his spirits came again unto him, for he had eaten no bread, nor drunk any water 3 days and nights. And David said unto him, To whom belongest thou, and whence art thou? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite, and my master left me because 3 days ago I fell sick. Oh, poor kid got the goof. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb, and we burned Ziklag with fire. And David's like, yeah, bro, that's my house. And David said to him, Canst thou bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear unto me by God that thou wilt neither kill me, nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I will bring thee down to this company. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil they had taken out of the land of the Philistines, and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even unto the evening of the next day, and there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. Well, come on. I mean, not to criticize the writing, it is the Bible after all, but why say there escaped not a man of them? Well, except the 400 young men that rode upon the camels and fled. And David recovered all the Amalekites and had carried away, and David rescued his 2 wives. And there was nothing lacking to them, neither small nor great, neither sons nor daughters, neither spoil nor anything that they had taken to them. David recovered all. That's kind of remarkable. And David took all the flocks and the herds which they drave before those other cattle, and said, This is David's spoil. And David came to the 200 men which were so faint that they could not follow David, whom they had made also to abide at the brook Besor. And they went forth to meet David, and to meet the people that were with him. And when David came near to the people, he saluted them. Then answered the wicked men and men of Belial. Then answered all the wicked men and men of Belial, of those that went with David, and said, Were these legitimately men of Belial, or is this just like an old school way of saying, a son of a bee? Because I don't think if they're David's men, they probably didn't necessarily worship Belial. I think this is sort of a euphemism for this guy's kind of a douche. They said, Because they went not with us, we will not give them aught of the spoil that we have recovered, save to every man his wife and his children, that they may lead them away and depart. And David said, Ye shall not do so. Oh, sorry, I'm reading 2 chapters. Ye shall not do so, my brethren, with that which the Lord hath given us, who hath preserved us and delivered the company that came against us into our hand. For who will hearken unto you in this matter? But as his part is that goeth down to the battle, so shall his part be that tarrieth by the stuff. They shall part alike. And it was so from that day forward, that he made it a statute and an ordinance for Israel unto this day. And when David came to Ziklag, those other guys, it was probably pretty commonplace, right? If you don't want to go into the battle, you don't get the spoils. But I don't know, David's a little more chill about it, I guess. And when David came to Ziklag, he sent of the spoil unto the elders of Judah, even to his friends, saying, Behold, a present for you of the spoil of the enemies of the Lord. To them which were in Bethel, and to them which were in South Ramoth, and to them which were in Jatir, and to them which were in Arior, and to them which were in Sifmoth, and to them which were in Eshtamoa. I should read this beforehand and get the syllogisms down. And to them which were in Rachal, and to them which were in the cities of the Jerahmeelites. Hey, I got that one right. Jerahmeelites. And to them which were in the cities of the Kenites, and to them which were in Hormah, and to them which were in Chorashan, and to them which were in Athak. Chorashan sounds like some out of Star Wars. Like Anakin. Anakin is Star Wars name, I think. Or is that the Anakin? Close enough. Endor, Witch of Endor. And to them which were in Athach. And to them which were in Hebron, and to all the places where David himself and his men were wont to haunt. Want to haunt. Nice. Nice, Lord. All right, let's stop screen sharing that. Fun stories from the big brown Bible. Or not brown, but actually it depends on the Bible. And the big blue ball. Haha, no notification. I do apologize. I do. Is Mike getting tired like Joe does? Come on, Mike. Joe? Who's Joe? Oh, Joe. Yeah. Well.
My predecessor. Oh, God, I miss him.
We all do, Joe. We all do. I thought you were speaking Klingon for a second. They serve also who stand and wait. That's right, Melissa. And they were abiding by the stuff, right? They were keeping the other stuff. What happens? You come back with new stuff, but all your other stuff got stolen. Then, I mean, okay, you got your wives and your children back, but kind of a wash on the whole stuff issue, I would think. Kapla! Khorasan instead of Khorasan. Yes.
Biden shows such weakness, I expect we'll be attacked soon.
Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. I still trust, and you know, people, obviously Doug thinks I'm crazy because I think this. I still think somehow God will do something to get our duly appointed president back into the White House. I don't know how. It would seem to be impossible. But all things are possible to those who love God and are called according to his purposes. Right? Right? He said that? Wow. Oh, you mean my little... Yeah, I love it.
My predecessor. Oh, God, I miss him.
So great. I'm just terrified of Kamala. Kamala. What happens if Kamala gets the nuclear codes, right? She's gonna be like, "Oh, hello, Akbar." You're not getting out of that commission so easily. Oh no. That bet is over. That's in the books. I should get on those pretty quick here. Kung Fu Kitty, you are indeed late. There are 6 minutes remaining in the show. If you would like to ask any questions, get things going, that'd be great. Great stream. Can we finish with a quick prayer for anyone who needs it? Yes, absolutely. Prayers for anyone who needs it. Although, like I said, we have 6 minutes left. So that might be a very long prayer. Pete Mac changed his logo. Do you guys see? He doesn't look like Mickey Mouse Boba Fett anymore. Melissa says, but God loves impossible stuff. Indeed. Imagine being an Israelite. You've just left 400 years of, not you personally, but you know, your people have just left 400 years of slavery at the hands of the Egyptians, given freedom by 10 miraculous plagues that one at a time weakened the resolve of the hard-hearted Pharaoh. And then you are led through the wilderness to the coast, wherein you come upon a bit of an issue. There's an ocean in front of you. And then suddenly you turn around and you see, wow, that hard-hearted Pharaoh, he brought tens of thousands of warriors to slaughter all of you. Maybe hundreds of thousands. Who knows? So talk about being between a rock and a hard place. This, to anyone but God, is impossible. This is an impossible situation. There's no escape. You can't go left. You can't go right. You can't go backward. You can't go forward. You are at the mercy of a Pharaoh who wants you dead. Or are you at the mercy of God? Moses steps into the water and sticks his staff in the water, and the ocean parts. The sea splits before you. Unquestionable, miraculous, divine intervention saves you and your nation from Joe Biden. It's got to be a miracle, guys. It's got to be a miracle. So there it is. With Yahweh, anything is possible. That is correct. Are you auctioning or streaming later? If I do a stream, it'll be very late. Very late. My brother's coming over after dinner. He's visiting for the first time in a couple of years. So it'll be after, if he goes back to my mom's he'll probably be here for a while. So I don't know. Tomorrow, I don't think I'll do an auction. I might do a stream, but not an auction. So, anywho, are you saying Biden will be split in two? Sorry to get the graphic. No. Goodness, I disavow YouTube. I disavow.
My predecessor. Oh, God, I miss him.
Pete Max says, I wonder if there's a connection between the Red Sea parting and Moses cracking the rock to get water, which caused him not to enter the promised land. I had never made that connection in any way, shape, or form before. Interesting. All right, I didn't see any prayer requests, so we got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes.
Okay, folks, let's start the countdown.
I'm using my clips. I'm using all the clips. And again, Pete Mac put up a wonderful Mike and the Big Blue Ball video. Please feel free. Thanks to all who prayed. Oh, wait. Okay, quick update. About 5 weeks ago, we got a prayer update. About 5 weeks ago, I asked for a prayer for a friend of mine who was in a coma. She's out of the coma now and texting on Facebook. Yay! Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks to all who prayed. Fantastic. She's got a long road ahead of her, but she's healing now and out of the woods. Fantastic. All right, well, let's pray for her anyways. Thank you, Father God, for this awesome prayer update. And we just prayed DJ's friend recovers faster than the doctors could possibly understand. Bring her to full health and fruition, and help her to be a guiding light in this world. And we ask this in the name of your only begotten Son, Jesus, Yeshua HaMashiach. In Jesus' name, amen. Praise God. Now get off Facebook. All right, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for being here. Please do like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, and we will see y'all in the next exciting episode of Cross Examinations. Wait, who put up Mike and the Big Blue Ball vid? Pete Mac. Put that back up there, Pete. Bye, guys.